How many?
I'd say you're about 350.
Are you serious?
I'm serious.
You've hosted that many cyclists.
Because Santa Barbara is sort of the main stop on the way. If you're coming through California,
and
you only come along the coast.
And you're an essential spot for all of us cyclists.
And there aren't that many people in Santa Barbara who host.
Yeah, I've appreciated you so much. I haven't gotten you in the YouTube channel a lot because you're just doing your own thing and going around the house. But thank you so much. This has been a great spot to stay.
Well, the way I figure, it's not really much of an imposition on me. But for a rider, it's got to be handy because, one, it's
huge.
Relatively safe.
Very safe.
And two, you can actually use a bathroom that doesn't stink and a shower that.
What's your favorite part about hosting couch surfers? What do you get out of it? Do you like the social aspect?
Yeah, the social aspect. And I get a lot of foreigners.
Right.
And I learn more about their countries. Because think of it, I'm meeting just kind of much more everyday people. If I'm touring in England, I'm just meeting people in stores and restaurants and stuff like that. And here, like I said, the couple who are both attorneys, and they worked. She did a taco truck, and he worked in a a car wash. Yeah, so I get all kinds of people.
Yeah, you get to hear about just the crazy experiences of people's different lives, and you get to see how different people's lives are.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And like I said, these are people you normally would not meet.
That's right.
If you're touring the country.
So how old are you, if you don't mind me saying?
77.
Yeah, you're an inspiration.
Oh.
You're in such good health, and you're so sharp and bright, and you think it's because you ride your bike.
Yeah. Well, let me put it this way. Like I said, better to be 6 feet above than 6 feet below.
Amen.
Yeah, and I sort of feel keep your brain active, keep your body active, and you've got a chance of.
You're a testament. You're a testament to that. A lot of people get older and they isolate themselves. You're constantly hanging out with new young people and riding your bike, and you can tell you stay so young and bright. It's inspiring.
Yeah. So I don't know. Because that was funny because when I had my heart surgery, they asked what my rehab goal was. And I was one of the first ones they asked. And my rehab goal was to go to the top of Gibraltar Mountain. That's where Lance used to practice with his team.
Really? Is that here in Goleta or Santa Barbara?
It's a 4,000 foot. It's a 4,000 foot hill.
Really? Right in town here?
Yeah, just outside of town.
Oh boy.
But with the ups and downs, it's about 9,000 feet of gain over 5 miles.
Oh my gosh.
So it is steep.
That's one of the craziest sounding climbs I've heard.
But anyway, I haven't done it yet. I only got about halfway up.
Yeah.
But then I listened to the other people's goals, and these were people who were younger than me. They were saying, I want to be able to work in my garden. I want to be able to play with the grandchildren.
You're like, I want to climb and summit that mountain.
And like I said, I went climbing that one hill that said I had heart problems. And
so when are you going to do it? When are you going to go for it?
Oh, Gibraltar, I don't know. I got to start riding more.
Yeah, train a little bit. You got it.
No, I don't have the climbing legs I used to.
That's true. Well, thank you so much for hosting me. Yeah. I know you got to run south. I really appreciate it. It's been a great time.
Well, no, it's been fun.
Awesome.
And like I say, somebody said, "What are you doing for Christmas?" Because I was by myself. I said, "I got a warm showers guy." What the hell?
Like, and that meant so much to me because I was alone on that day too. Yeah. So we got to hang out together. It was awesome. Bowl of oatmeal with few persimmons. Glad you got to see Michael. He's a wild dude. I'm sweating bullets right now. I just filmed a 30+ minute video ranting about our current political environment, which is so fucking corrupt. It's a great video. You probably have watched it by now. Thanks for watching. But it's gonna be a hot one. I am sweating. Haven't even gotten on the bike. It is, it's 10:45. I better go. It is way too hot for a long sleeve shirt today. So this is gonna be the first day Riding with Bill exposed to the world. Gonna put sunscreen on her. Hope for the best. Pretty good. If I see a slack line, I'm hopping on for a bit. What's your name again?
Gabriel Vasquez.
Gabriel. And what's your like campaign called?
Crossing America for Injured Veterans.
Dude, I'll link what you're doing in the description, but this guy is very inspiring. Look at that bike setup. So is this like a recumbent mountain bike or touring bike? What is it?
I got a rear suspension and everything. Nice,
So
man.
cool. And you rode from the West Coast to the East Coast on this.
Yeah, I'm gonna circle America, which is about 11,000 miles. I'm gonna hike about 8,000 miles. I'm gonna kayak like another 7,000 miles.
And what's the main purpose of why you're doing
Just
this?
to raise awareness and funds for wounded veterans.
Wow.
Been at it for 3 years now. So just go until I get tired.
Amazing, dude. That's so inspiring. I can't wait to check out some of your stuff. And I also spend my whole life biking around the world and connecting with people who have
Yeah,
a message.
man, I'll
So
definitely follow you, dude.
I hope we can connect and
Yeah,
do
yeah.
something someday.
Oh yeah, like I got another 4 years planned of stuff, so I'm pretty sure.
All right, let me know because I'm pretty open. I just go wherever the flow goes. So I'd love to join forces.
Yeah, man.
Dude, I'll see you along.
Do it,
I'll see you along the trail.
right,
And
man.
you're getting to Santa Monica today. You're crazy. I'll be there tomorrow though.
Later, dude.
See ya. Keep it up. Oh, he's a legend right there. Lunchtime.
I made so much red lentil veggie slop last night. I think I have enough for lunch and for dinner.
I'm having a contained freak out in my mind that I'm actually here. I'm in Southern California on a SoCal Beach, a few miles up the road from my summer camp that I grew up at. Tomorrow I'm gonna be at my parents' house that I grew up at. How did I get here? I've loved this entire journey, every single moment. You know it, you've been with me. I am ecstatic. I feel like I am high all day, every day, substance free or substance-ness. No matter what, I am high on this lifestyle. I'm on a ride. I'm riding a wave. I'm a surfer cruising on a wave that never ends. Wow. That is amazing. I'm so excited and blessed to be in it in the present moment and for all that is to unfold and for all that has happened. But a part of any journey is completing the circle of yin yang and balancing the light and the dark. I just saw a pelican dive into the ocean and presumably catch. Oh my God, and there's a husky puppy. There's a husky puppy on the beach. This is, hi. Oh my gosh, that's like a 2-month-old husky. So yeah, I am beyond words. I don't know how I got here. I can't believe I'm here after months of an amazing part of my journey that I loved so much. Again, honoring yin yang is that everything is perfect at all times, but it's been a lot on the dark side the last few months. Really uncomfortable bodily sensations like cold hands and feet and rain and pushing myself too hard on the bike, and just because I had to make time. But now I've gotten through that, and now I'm in a little point where I'm about to take 6 weeks off the bike. I get to rest. I'm gonna be in the comfort of my parents' home, which I'm so blessed to be in, that provides so many luxurious amenities that I'm gonna enjoy that I usually don't enjoy in my life, like a pool and a jacuzzi and a kitchen and a freezer full of ripe bananas. I don't get to experience that often in my life, and I'm very grateful to be right here and that I've made it through some of the wonderful darkness of my trip that I loved. And it's time to enjoy some extreme brightness to balance that out. And it is gonna be an exciting few weeks though, don't get me wrong. There's some surprises coming your way, for sure. This asphalt that you see has connected me from Alaska to here. One strip of path that I have uniquely connected on Mother Earth to connect those 2 points. And now we continue the line ahead. All right, this is Bob, my host for the night.
Hello.
Thanks so much for having me.
No problem.
Camera's about to die, but wow, I already see it. So this is the center, or one of the points. Is this like the same Santa Barbara fire, or is that a different?
This is the Thomas fire.
Okay.
So it's now the largest fire in California history. So
wow.
Lori's backyard was on fire. I mean, we all evacuated. Well,
Oh,
11
course.
o'clock we got up. And it's
That's
like, oh,
burn
shit.
right there.
The whole hill was glowing on the other side. And so we got up 11, we packed everything up. And we're ready to go. And then it's like, well, the flame's not on the hill yet, so we can stay a little bit longer. Let's soak the yard. So Gene was soaking his yard. We soaked our yard.
It's so scary.
Matt was soaking their yard. And about 2 in the morning, Karen's like, I'm going to sleep. I'm done. I got to work tomorrow. She's like, wake me if something happens. I'm like, okay. And so about 5 in the morning, the fire was at the top of the hill.
Oh no.
And but the wind was blowing that way, and it was no big deal. Over the course of probably an hour, it only went down maybe 20 feet or so. It really wasn't burning down. And then like 6 in the morning, the wind changed directions. and smoke was coming down. And so I woke Karen up. I'm like, you need to get up.
We're getting out of here.
And she's like, do we have to go yet? I'm like, no, we don't have to go yet, but you have to get up. And she's like, do I have time to shower? I'm like, you do not have time to shower. Get up. And so by the time she actually got up, the fire just traveled all the way down the hill. That palm tree was on fire over there, and it lit the truck over there on fire. And so I'm leaving a hose on the roof. I ran across the street to leave a hose on the neighbor's roof because I took off at about 11. And Karen's just screaming, we need to go now! And because everything was on fire.
Oh my God.
And so we left. And we went down to the Pepsi plant right down the street, parked there, and Karen gets out and we start talking, and she's just crying, and she's like, oh my God, we're gonna leave. Like, it's gonna be gone.
Oh my gosh.
And,
you had to go through that moment of surrendering for, like, you thought it was for sure. Yeah, it's for sure.
It was firestorm. We'll show you pictures.
Based on the trajectory, that's so scary.
And so Karen's like, there's nothing we can do. I'm like, well, we can go back and fight it. She's like, let's go. And so we ran back up down there because the cars had all of her shit
Fight
in
it with what?
We had hoses. So as soon as we got here, her backyard was on fire. Bust through the gate, start putting out fires with the hoses. Another guy I never even met, a brother of someone who lives down the street.
And had any firefighter or government or anything
took
come?
an hour for them to get here. And by that time, it was all under control. I'll show you.
Right, because there was just so many other places doing the same thing.
All of Ventura was on fire. It was crazy, just too overwhelmed. I mean, we called 911 a few times.
Mother Nature communicates its glory in such profound ways.
So we put out her fence.
This right here is why the Buddhists teach liberation through non-attachment. This is why. You know, it's so heartbreaking to see something like this because it just rocked someone's world in probably a lot of devastating ways, but this is the world we live in.
Yep.
This could happen at any moment.
Yeah, realistically, I mean, when we were packing up our stuff, we put a little bit of stuff in there, the laptops and some paperwork, and Karen had 2 stuffed animals, threw those in, and we just had change of clothes and some blankets and stuff, just immediate needs.
Yeah, you should have to surrender everything else.
And we had plenty of time, and we had lots of vehicles, and it's like we could have taken lots of stuff, but it's like, I really don't need it.
You don't need it, yeah.
I collect old Coleman lanterns, so Karen's like, you don't want to take a lantern? I'm like, the
I'll
fun
get
part
over
is
it.
Finding them. So.
Oh, I love that. Yeah. That's not vegan, but this is the vegan gravy that I'm going to enjoy. And I had a cauliflower. See, being vegan is so simple. You just throw a cauliflower in the pot. Now this is beautiful. Tell me about this.
Well, it's a carrot seed loaf. It has pumpkin seeds, it has carrots, it has sunflower seeds.
I don't know if I've ever had this brand.
It doesn't have to watch for sales.
Going to see my family tomorrow. Making it to Los Angeles, going through my home turf. After about 20 miles into my riding day tomorrow, I won't even need directions because I'll actually know the area all the way back to my house, because I used to do that ride up PCH all the time when I was like cycling at different times when I was living in Los Angeles over the last 6 years that I've been riding bikes. So that is a trip, right? Like, what can I say? So much has happened in this amount of time. My mind's been cracked open, slurred around with a whisk, reformed, and I have a new vision and outlook on what this planet is, and what humanity is, and what our role is, and what the human experience is, what makes us happy, just so much. It's so overwhelming. I love it. It's funny because it's so complex. But I'm just gonna spend some time chilling, reflecting, and hanging out with a lot of friends for the next month, which is gonna be super rad. and some other stuff will happen too. So yeah, it's gonna be an exciting chapter, I promise, even though I'll be a bit stationary and I'll be in a jacuzzi most nights, which will be sick. Much love, Dream Extreme.